Hello everybody, today we're going to be doing kind of a mini review of the iPhone 6. So I wanted to do this for two reasons. One, because I actually am able to have the phone for a short amount of time. And two, the iPhone 6s is coming out soon, so I wanted to do this review now. I already did a really short 43-second review of the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus at Target, but I just wanted to take a more in-depth look now. So let's start out with a quick tour. So on the back, we've got an 8 megapixel iSight camera. Right next to that is a microphone and then a dual tone LED flash. Next up, we just got the polished Apple logo and then iPhone and then all the regulatory information. And then you'll also see these bands that go all around the phone. These are the new antenna bands. Previously there was actually pieces of glass on the top and bottom that allowed the antennas to work through the aluminum body, but they changed it to these bands, which people may or may not like. On this side we've got power, sleep wake, switch button, and then a SIM card slot. This is nano SIM, and you use a tool or a paper clip to pop it out. On the top, this time there's nothing. You can see that the camera actually sticks out just a little bit. On this side we've got our volume buttons, which are really tactile, by the way, all the buttons. And then next to those we've got a silent switch, so if you want to turn the phone on so that the sound is going, or off, or vibrate I guess, then you flip it so that the inside turns red. Next, on the bottom, we have all of our ports and things. So first is a headphone jack, 3.5mm, and then next that's a microphone. Here's our lightning connector for charging and syncing. And then next to that, you've got two little screws that require a pentalogular screwdriver to open. So you can open the phone, but you're not really meant to. And then we've got our speaker grill. And on the front is our home button / fingerprint scanner Touch ID. And then we've got a 1.2 megapixel FaceTime HD camera, and then our earpiece right next to that, and I think there's also a microphone hidden somewhere within that. Now what's really hard to see on the black model is the sensors that are up here. So there is an ambient light sensor and proximity sensor up there, but it's more visible on the white model. So this phone comes in three colors: space gray, as we have here. There's also silver and gold. So let's go ahead and look at some of these software features. So here's the lock screen we're all familiar with. All that, you can see the time, control center. We'll talk about this. So we've got all of our different quick toggles at the top. So there's airplane mode, which will turn off Wi-Fi, data, Bluetooth, and all that for airplanes, obviously. And then we've got our Wi-Fi and Bluetooth toggles. And then we've got Do Not Disturb, which will basically silence all notifications. And then Portrait Orientation Lock right there. So if you're in an app that can flip to landscape, it won't actually do that. Then we've got our brightness slider. This actually uses kinetic scrolling, so you can kind of just flick it and then it will pop into place. Next up, we've got our music controls. So if you had a song playing, there would be some additional controls, like the name of the song, the progress bar, and then some other sharing and favoriting options. But right now you can see we've just got play, fast forward and rewind, and the volume controls, which also uses kinetic scrolling. Underneath that, you've got AirDrop, which you can use to send different things through Bluetooth to either your contacts or everyone. And then below that we've got our quick toggles for some different apps and things. So the first one is the flashlight, which uses the LED flash as a flashlight, obviously. Next up is a timer, and then you can also just go to your stopwatch, world clock, and alarms. And then next up is calculator, which is basically a calculator. And then we've also got the camera. So let's quickly talk about the camera. Again, it's 8 megapixels, and then we've got these different modes that we can slide between. So there's time-lapse where you can record videos and it will speed them up so they're really quick. And then slow-mo basically does the opposite, and it makes slow motion videos. This has been enhanced from the iPhone 5S, so you can now choose to shoot in 120 frames per second or 240 if you want to get really slow motion videos. And both of those modes actually have audio, unlike some other phones. And then we've got regular video, which is 1080p, photo, and then square photos, and panoramic photos, which is 43 megapixels. So we'll quickly demonstrate this. So you hit the button, and then the goal is to keep the arrow on the center line, and then you just move it across slowly, and that's all I'm gonna do. But yeah, here we'll show you what I just took. So not the best panorama, but that's cool, I guess. So that's the camera app, and now we'll take a look at some of the other iPhone 6 features. So of course we've got Spotlight search. You can search your phone for different apps, contacts, events, mail, and then you can also search the web or Wikipedia. And then Notification Center, if you slide all the way down, you can see the date, calendar, stocks, tomorrow, and you can also go edit this to see what it will show. So we've got reminders, which wasn't shown. You can also reorder these. And then traffic conditions, tomorrow summary, today summary, all of that. And then we've got our notifications, which you can access by either sliding or just tapping on these. Shows you your notifications. And we've also got our multitasking feature, or the app switcher as some people call it, where you can just see all of your different apps and your contacts at the top here. This is only an iOS 8 feature, not iOS 9, which is coming out soon. So then you can just switch between your different apps really easily like that. And then finally we've got Siri. So it's the same Siri, works just the same. So if we ask open photos, then it will just take us straight to that app, and it can do a lot of other things too. Now, an exclusive iPhone 6 feature, since the display is a little bit bigger, is called reachability. So if you double tap the home button, not double press, the icons will actually come down so they're all at a thumb reachable level, which is really handy, and then eventually they'll just bump back up. But yeah, it's a really useful feature if you have smaller hands. And then also, if we go to settings, we can actually set up our fingerprint password. So let's add a fingerprint. It supports up to 10. So let's set this up. You basically just place the finger that you want to be your fingerprint on the fingerprint scanner at the bottom here. And then this shows you progress. So once it's completely red, you are done. And then we have to adjust the grip and do it again. And now we're all ready, so we can continue. And then we have to set up a backup passcode in case our fingerprint does not work. So now if we go back to the lock screen, you can see I can just use my thumb and unlock the phone. And it's really quick and easy to use. So that's pretty much it for the iPhone 6. I just wanted to bring you this quick review. I hope you enjoyed. And I know the iPhone 6s will be coming out soon, as well as iOS 9. So I'll make sure to keep you guys updated on that. And make sure to leave this video a thumbs up, comment down below if you have any questions, and subscribe for more videos in the future. Thanks for watching.